Hello there, beautiful people. It is your real estate agent, Kiana Williams. I am licensed in the state of North Carolina, and today I am giving 5 helpful tips to my sellers out there. And these tips will help you get that home on the market and off the market quicker, okay? And I'm going to give you 5 things that influences home buyers when they are looking for homes. So then that way you can move right along to your next chapter, okay? First thing, we all like to, first impressions. I'm going to say that. First impressions are very much important. So when your home is on the market, before anyone walks in, the first thing they see is the curb appeal. So that curb appeal needs to be inviting. So then that way they will want to move forward with walking into the property. We all like to look good on the outside. We love to have ourselves well presented. And despite of how good our heart is, if we are not presented exteriorly in a certain way, then we may not get as much attention as we would if we were presented ourselves nicely, So you all like to go out with your friends, or even when you go to church, you all put on your best outfits, right? So think about that when you're selling your home. Curb appeal is important, so then that way they'll be intrigued about seeing what's on the inside, okay? Next thing, once they get in the home, they need to be introduced to a sweet or inviting smell. Smells like cookies, not something overwhelming, but like I stated, cookies, a nice floral smell, or something soft but yet noticeable. So have that smell of the home on point. You don't want to go in the home and it smells like, which some people smoke, some don't, but at the end of the day you don't know who's coming in. So if you are a smoker, don't try not to smoke in your home if you're getting ready to sell it. That can turn a person away. Also, if you cook certain fruits can turn individuals away. So make sure you're just being mindful. This is your home for right now, but you're trying to make it someone else's. So just be mindful of the smells in the home in each room, because when they are looking at your home, they're trying to make it their next home. So they're going to investigate each room. So make sure each room is fresh. I tend to suggest using Febreze. Also, keep plug-ins in the house. Keep the plug-ins refilled, so then that way you can already have that smell in the home and it sticks, okay? Third tip that influences buyers is uncluttered space, right? I can't say this enough. Even if you have a humongous home, if you have clutter in your home, it's hard for buyers, the typical buyers, to imagine them in your property. So declutter as much as possible. As a matter of fact, have less items in that room as possible. For example, if you have a beautiful foyer, a living room, when you go in that room, just have what's needed. A table and a chair, or maybe a bookshelf, a bookcase, shelves, something simple. We don't want to have too much going on. Maybe a nice plant, or a vase. We don't want to have too much going on, because it can be overwhelming to the person that's getting ready that wants to purchase your home, because if they're already in, that means they're interested. So you want to get them in and let their imagination be able to flow with the creativity that they have by having less space, so they can imagine them in that space. Okay? Next thing, natural light is super important. I'm going to say natural light and artificial light. The artificial light would be, having certain light bulbs. You want to have bright light bulbs because you want the house to look as extra big. You want it to look huge, okay? And it's hard to do that if the lights are dim. Okay, so having white light bulbs make a difference, especially if you don't have natural light. Now with natural light, you want to allow that to flow into the property. Believe it or not, the space from outdoors, when you let that in, it seems so humbling. It really grounds that room. So be open to having sheer curtains, right? Sheer curtains, so then that way the sunlight can flow in. Nice thick drapery is fine, but have it open when your clients come in. So then that way they can feel that it can seem airy. It will be airy, but it will seem even larger because you're letting the outside in. Does that make sense? Lastly, I love animals. And I love them and I like being around them, but I just don't want them in my house. It's just not who I am. Right now, I have thought about pets in the house, but I just haven't gotten to that stage that I do want them, because I am a very busy person, and sometimes my allergies it doesn't allow it. And I want you all to be mindful that your babies are your babies, and I'm not trying to take anything away from that. But what I'm going to say is that, again, you are preparing this house for the next person that's purchasing your home. So you want to make sure that you introduce them to this home as it should be theirs. If you do have a pet, that's fine. Take your pet with you. If you are leaving the home, someone is coming to your home to view it, please take your pet with you. You don't want to allow that to hinder the sale of your home, because they're not purchasing your beautiful pet. Your baby is going home with you. Wherever your next home is, your pet is going home with you. So they're not purchasing your pet. They want to purchase your home. So removing a pet can help the next buyer to be able to, again, imagine themselves in that property just like it's theirs. So I have given you 5 helpful tips, and I hope this helps you with selling your home, getting prepared. If you are ready to sell, feel free to reach out to me, Kiana Williams. I am a licensed real estate agent here in the state of North Carolina, and I would love to help you sell your property quickly as possible.